Hello, everyone. Hope you guys had a great weekend and a good day today. Um, I want to first send condolences to the hurricane victims, call them victims, Hurricane Helene. Our prayers definitely are going out to them. They are the people in North Carolina. I'm in Florida. It wasn't as bad here in Florida. We do have some damage and some it's bad in the Tampa and that area. However, uh, the people in North Carolina really need everybody's help. They are struggling. It's really bad. So anyhow, I just want to you know kind of point that out, let everyone know if there's anything you can do, do it because they need the help. Anyhow, so today's trading started out just decent. I did have a loss. I went for an Amazon trade. That was my loss of the day, my biggest loss of the day. I had a $320 loss on that. I got out at the right time though. I really thought this thing was gonna go. If I had got out on my push, I would have done quite well. However, I didn't really have a reason to get out other than the rest of the market. So this is how I traded Amazon today using the LRC strategy. It was perfect. It was exactly what I look for every time. So let me see. I don't know where my levels went. So I do have levels. They're just not showing up. Interesting. So I do have an 85 level. I don't recall what my upper level was. I think it may have been 87, 187. I'll have to go back and look. So I'll put that in for now. I don't know if that's actually the right level. Um, I must have deleted my levels. There's some up there, but I know I had some down here. Anyhow, let's get into it, guys. Okay, so the way I traded this today was I was just watching pre-market, the 187 level. I noticed that, I'm pretty sure that was the correct level. I noticed that Amazon came down, hit the yellow LRC, pushed up, came down, came back and tested the red again, 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 and again. And when I saw this happen right here, this is what I look for. Granted, I had a loss on this. I shouldn't have. I really should have just scaled out really heavy here. I did not, and I ended up letting it bring me all the way back, and I hopped out. I hopped out for a $30 or $320 loss, and so that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes I did not trade it appropriately, but man, the trade that I missed. So I'm going to go through all of that with you. I'm going to show you how I entered, when I entered. I went ahead and entered on this as a breakout. I entered light. I believe I entered kind of light, but then once I got this candle starting to push up, I added, and I believe I had 30 contracts. I had 30 contracts right here. I was up seven, $800 right here. I did not scale out on my yellow because it just went right by it and kept going. So I was like, well, I didn't scale. I was going to just see if I could get to the next level. Also, I want to point out, and I shared this to my group today, I did add some levels to my LRC. I just added outer levels just to give more of a range, and man, are they working as well. So I love it. I love it. I love it. We have the cyan, which is our mean or our midline. We have a 1 deviation, which is our reds, 1 and -1, 2 -2, which that's all I used to trade with. And now I have I'll show you my levels. I have the 4 and the 6. This is way out there. This is the 6. And this is the where's my 6? Oh, it's right on my 190 level. So anyhow, I did add those, so when you see these other dotted lines, that's what they are. Well, and so I ended up allowing this to come back, and when I got out, which was really interesting, I ended up with a $300 loss. And when I'm looking at this, I must have just got a terrible entry on this one because I got out when I came down and I think I got out all the way on this candle here at the bottom. So that may make sense because I did have 30 contracts. So I hopped out because I didn't want to see a big flush of this 200, although we did get it here, and that was the better trade. Maybe I should have waited a little longer today, but you don't ever know that. Right here's your entry. Boom. Right there. You trade down. I'm not positive at 187. I'll have to go back and look at my technicals and see if 187 was accurate. That doesn't seem like it was even a level for this. I think I had a long LRC right here that it went right through. But man, look at this. That's just beautiful. Comes down to the yellow where you take profit. Came back up, retested the yellow. I mean, if this is about as good as it gets trading this strategy. It's really amazing. You hop in here, you come down, you close between the 200. You've wicked off of the yellow, you've come down through the red, you close. You enter at the cross of the close. Boom, you get in, you hold, you can scale out at the red, scale out at the yellow. You can re-add right here when you get this pullback and push down. Get two greens, exit all right there on those two greens. That's the way I've been trading lately, and it's been amazing. Exit all on two green closes on a 2-minute candle or 2-minute time frame. Wait for the pullback to the 20 if you get it. Enter next candle right there. You get your red, push off your 20 EMA and your yellow LRC. That just makes it even easier to make the decision. And then boom, scale out at the new LRC level. Although I'm not 100% yet, I just added them. So time will tell if this is, you can see it did make a difference here, but we'll see how much of a difference it makes. But in any event, you did get down to 185. This would have been take all profit, right? Crazy good, easy trade. Just picture perfect. You could have traded back above right here off the this LRC, the 20 EMA. You get your double bottom, boom, push, you buy here. If it doesn't go, you exit. But it went. And then you trade up, scale out here, hold, exit all on the two reds. Wait to see if you get a pullback. You do, you get a push, you get in, you get out. It goes right back against you. Perfect. Easy trading, easy profits. Same thing here. You push up, you're above the 20, the 200. You could attempt this one, which would make sense, right? You pushed up above, you're above the 200. This would have been one that you would have had a loss on. Maybe a decent loss, because if you got in right here, then your exit would have been right there. So yeah, whatever that distance is, you would have had that loss. No big deal. Right here, boom, get in, all the way back down to here, get this candle, exit, great profit. So rinse and repeat, do it all day long. Excellent. I did not catch this one. I did not like what price action was doing with ES and SPY and NASDAQ for the most part. ES was looking better than NASDAQ today at certain points. So it was just really odd where ES kept pushing up and NASDAQ was struggling. Look at it was going up kind of too, but it still had this. This is a huge level right here that I've had marked. 20,250. If you don't have it marked on your charts, you should. 20,200, same thing. Both are significant levels. Could you trade from the 200 to the 250? Absolutely, you could. I just don't like what it does in between it. You don't get full moves. It's basically like a chop zone. So I've stayed away from it. Where I did do very well today was on an SPX trade. I got a 315% trade today, and I was watching what was happening right here. This is when Jerome Powell started talking. It started going up. But one thing to keep in mind, guys, this is just really important information, I think. If you're not really aware of this, there's probably other traders out there that I'm sure there are because I've seen it before. If you get a big candle, and this was a, doesn't look so big right there. This was a pretty good sized candle. This was a good push, right? If you get a good push in either direction, red or green, doesn't matter. Um, and then you get zero follow through, don't get in that. Look for this to fail. I think there's a percentage of like 87% that if you get a big move and no follow through like you had here, like it went boom, it got slapped down. That typically results in like an 87% opposite move. And man, did it. So what I was watching right here
200 EMA cross up
is, and I was actually not going to trade anymore today because I had oh, I'll go back on. I had a good Tesla $830 trade, a Tesla $145 trade. I had the $320 loss. I'll show you the Teslas in a minute. But I mean, typically, so what I do is I draw a box, right, around my consolidation when I'm trading. So anyway, I came back in today and decided I wanted to watch what was happening with Jerome Powell, if it was going to move anything, because the market just looked like garbage today. What made this so awesome for me, two things, and you probably already see it, right? If you've traded this strategy, you know exactly what took place right here. So we went up and down, up and down. We had a lot of fake outs. Oh, is it going to break out? No, 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 no. You know, back and forth. Didn't get into any of this mess. But what we did get into is right there. Bam. That was it. That was beautiful. So got in two contracts, exited one of them here. I think I locked in like around $600 or five, four. Actually, it was around $400. So I locked in like $400 on this push. I should have stayed in both because I would have been over $3,000 on one trade. Um, I ended up with $1,800. When I came all the way down to right in this area at the 568 level on SPY, I was at a 300, and I think that's 315%. I actually didn't get to lock in 315%, but I could have easily sold right here. But the market looked so weak. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. So this came all the way up here, but then pushed back down and then ended up closing right there. So I was like, oh, let me watch this. So if this thing starts to come down, I'm going to stay in it, see if we get below the 568 level. It didn't, so I exited. And you know how it goes with SPX. It doesn't take much of a move up. But so I was up over $2,300 here on this push. Whoops. Let me go back to my mark. Anyway, I exited right here and I made $1,800 on this trade. Very easy. I had two contracts. I would have had like probably more, like 3,600 or more. I had went over 300. I was at 315% at this point. When I sold and got the 1,800, I was at $20 a contract. I bought in at 550 a contract. So very, very good trade. Amazing. Jermaine in on our Discord, he was one brave soul today because as soon as it hit right here, he bought calls. And man, did he hit that perfectly, perfectly. So kudos to you, Jermaine, if you're watching this. Great job, dude. Great, great job. Braver than I, with that market being that weak, I would not have attempted that, but you did, and I think that was fantastic. Great, great job. Now, honestly, you could have got in here. if anyone's watching this, you get in here, you trade, see if you get continuation.
200 EMA
But he got this thing at dead on the bottom. So, man, what a great trade. And then look at the rebound of the day. This is insane. I didn't trade anymore, but I kind of wish I had come back and got into a so every now and then I'll do like a real cheap SPX at the money. You can get them for like $1 a contract, and this will go up so much. Sometimes you'll make $600-800 in a few candles. So something to look at if you've never tried it before. But you do probably lose more than you win because it's kind of a gamble. You don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. They push it up, they push it down. So, but man, this was an amazing trade. Would have made sense, right? You're breaking structure over here, you get in. If it goes against you, you get out. You're breaking the yellow LRC. This pink is my long LRC, so all of that would have made perfect sense to get into that. So this system is super easy. It's just incredible, guys. So I think I did $2,420 profit today. So just really doing well. I actually just transferred money out of my account. I transfer every time I get to a certain amount, and I just transferred, and now I'm hoping that I can transfer before the end of the week. If I do, that's going to be fantastic. But I'm on my way, so very good, very cool, awesome. So let me go to Tesla. Tesla was pretty amazing. So I did get in Tesla yesterday, or I'm sorry, on Friday, and I got in Tesla right here. Um, Actually, it was I think right here. Um, and as long as it was above the 255, I was going to hold it. So it stayed above. And what's really wild, and it didn't make sense, but it is what it is. I was up. Like this was showing me that I was up like $2,200 this morning. But for whatever reason, when it came down, I was still in profit, but not a huge amount of profit in this area. And I was like, it's a bummer. I'm gonna have to hop out. Um, but I was like, you know what? I'm still above the 255, so I'm gonna hold and see. And right off the bat, this thing went up. And as it's going up, I'm like, okay, we'll see. And so I did get into a scalp here. I got out way too early. This would have been a massively good trade, but I got in. I made $145, and then I got out. I think I got out on this red candle pushing back down. I think that's exactly what got me. Is it went up, started pushing back down. I was like, oh, it's going to reject the yellow, and that's just emotions, right? I shouldn't have done that, and here's the reason why. Look, this system or this strategy, you trade the 20, the 200 is your guide. You get in. I didn't close back below my red. I did push way down to it, but look at my next candle. Came back up, closed over that. So I FOMO'd out. Bad trade by me. This should have been a six, seven, $800 trade. I ended up with $145. So really terrible trade. And here's my other LRC. Look at this. It is going to work out. So I'm sharing that in the Discord, guys. This does look like it's going to actually be a pretty solid factor. So I will keep that. I'll update the indicators in my Discord so that you guys can come and grab it whenever you want. So look how this works. Straight off of, it's actually hitting the 258. Boom, pushes up off the red LRC. Entries right here on a breakout move. You get in, you scale out here, you hold how I should have traded it all the way up. Now that I'm going to start using this, but actually the 265 was the level I was trying to get to. But I did sell the swing trade for $830 up here, which didn't make much sense because I'm much higher than where I was when it was showing me that it was supposed to be 2,200, but whatever. I still made 830 on that trade. Great trade. Then I this fade was pretty incredible. And where did it fade to? I have two levels here. That's a long LRC and the yellow LRC. and that's where it turned around. Boom. Went up, came down, came back down and tested again. When you get that, you could literally trade this right to here. Of course, you exit either or scale out at the 200 EMA in the event this exact thing happens. Come back down to the red and just, anyway, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Right here would have been an entry. You'd probably have to scale out. The 258's a big level. It did dump it, made it back above, and still respected it at the end of the day. So anyway, keep those levels on your charts, guys. 258, 255, 265. They're there. Those are the levels. So I made 830 on Tesla today. I made 145, which should have been a whole heck of a lot more, but it wasn't. Let's see. There's probably so many trades. That's the one beautiful thing about this system is their trades. You can catch trades all day long. All you have to do is pay attention. All day long, you can get trades. See Nvidia. I didn't even watch. Oh, Nvidia was a good trade this morning. Look at those crazy candles straight up. If you had caught this big move over the red, you get this. This is like a 3-bar play. I mean, this is like guaranteed. You get this, you wait, you get this green, you enter. And look at that. That one candle was massive. So congrats to everybody that caught that. I did not. So this strategy does not it doesn't care what you're trading. It works on everything, guys. Everything. It's absolutely incredible. If you're a futures trader or a prop firm trader, this is it. This is your money. I may actually open up another prop firm and just use this consistently to show how good it is and how quick I can get qualified, because it won't take long. But check out how good these levels are. This is MSTR off the red LRC. Boom, stops at the new 6 deviation up here. Comes all the way down, stops at the red. Consolidates around, retests the green, back to the red, back to the green. It's just too good, guys. Now, of course, you never know when it's going to go through one like this, but that's how you just have to trade appropriately. It's very simple if you just trade knowing that, okay, when I get here, I'm going to scale out some, I'm going to take profit in case it does go against me. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to hold to the next level. I take profit. Look at that move. Look at that nasty wick. Oof, that would have been a nice one to take all the way down. Then you take profit again. You wait, see what it does. If it gets below, holds below, which it did, perfect. Then you come to the next level. You take profit. You wait and see. Whoops, got two greens. Bam, you're out. That's it. Beautiful, easy. If you guys have any questions and would like to learn how to trade this strategy even more, or would like to trade live with me and the group every day, the link is in the description down below. We would love to have you in the group. We're trying to grow the community. We are serious traders, but we also have a really good time. So anyhow, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Shoot me a DM. I will never DM you. I will never send you a friend request. I will never accept your friend request, or don't send me one. There's too many scammers out there for me to even be bothered by that. Doesn't mean I don't like you guys. I like everybody, most everybody. Well, half of everybody maybe. Anyway, I will not try to sell you a training session. I'll do that for free. If you want to know how to do this and have questions, come into my Discord. You don't have to be a member to do it. Just come into my non-member sections, shoot me a DM. I'll go live. We'll work on it together. Okay. I have no problem doing that. I have done it many times before. And so if you need help and would like to learn this strategy, just let me know. Let me see. I will not sell crypto. I won't sell you anything. So if you get anything coming from me which is my M logo metal. Day trade options is the server name. I go by metal, and if you guys get anything from me, it's not real. So report it and let me know if you could. That way I can report it and I can ban them. I ban them every day. I ban people, scammers every day. That's an unfortunate thing we have to deal with. But anyhow, guys, I really appreciate it. I hope you liked the video. I didn't go into a whole lot of details of how to trade. I've got plenty of those videos. I just really wanted to do a recap of the day. What a banger of a day. Great trade on SPX. That was fantastic. It really made my day, honestly. But yep, that's it, man. I hope you guys have a blessed evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again, man. Oh, also hit that subscribe and hit the like button. I think that's how you do it.